To other news of the day, after a quick stop in the border city, six-time Olympic medalist Clara Hughes is back on the road again as she continues her 12,000-kilometer journey across the country. Now, Hughes is cycling through 95 communities as she shares her experiences with her own mental health issues while promoting the Bell Let's Talk campaign. But before she left, she had a quick stop at E.S. Laird Middle School this morning where she connected with the youth and shared her story. Bart Petiasic reports.
With thunder sticks and flags in hand, students packed the gym at E.S. Laird Middle School as they helped welcome their special guest of the morning. Hughes took the time to speak to students about her journey in becoming an Olympic champion, her challenges with mental health throughout her life, and her struggles with drug and alcohol use when she was younger.
I didn't fit in. I didn't know where I fit. My family was broken. Everything was messed up. I turned to things like substance abuse.
A message that Haley Lisak really paid attention to. The 16-year-old has been speed skating since she was 4 years old and says listening to a legend of the sport talk about her struggles really opened her eyes.
Even though they went through those struggles, you kind of you can go through the same struggles and you can make mistakes throughout your life, and it's not going to predict your future. And it's just going to allow you to make those mistakes and learn from them.
E.S. Laird is one of 83 school stops on the 110-day ride across the country. Hughes says her visits with students are vital to spreading her message.
I didn't know what mental health was or mental illness growing up, and my family certainly struggled with it. I struggled with it, and it's really something that is just becoming more mainstream, and the more we talk about it, the less stigma there is and the more understanding and education and I think compassion we can have for each other, and people aren't going to suffer in silence.
A message that local psychologist Michelle Hamilton says is helping start a national dialogue.
I do believe that overall, our culture is opening up more to the idea of recognizing that, sometimes we need help, and that mental illness is not something to be ashamed of, but it's something we want to make sure gets properly recognized and treated.
And while Hughes wraps up her border city stop, she leaves inspiring future athletes like Lisak.
Realizing just because I'm from a small town doesn't mean I can't go on to better things.
Bart Petiasic, Newccap News.
And before Clara Hughes left the border city, she sent some love to E.S. Laird via Twitter, saying thanks to students and staff for welcoming her, calling E.S. Laird the fanciest school visit yet. Clara is now eastbound, stopping in North Battleford before she heads to Saskatoon on Saturday. It was a bittersweet day at Martin Browne School as students, staff, parents, and alumni came together for the final day of celebrations this week. Now, the facility has only a few weeks left before it closes at the end of the school year. Anna Stanislaw spoke to some former members and found out their fondest memories during their time at the elementary school.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
A message former Principal Keith Davidson, or Mr. D as past students remember him, hopes to spread with the closing of the school. Although sad to hear it come to an end, he admits buildings only last so long.
Demographics change, and I think we have to go with the times too. It's the people inside them that really make them go, the school boards that support them, and the directors and everybody else. But it's the people in here, it's the kids that really make these places go.
And alumni Angie McLean was one of the many students who made Martin Browne what it is today.
You walked into the school, you knew everybody. Everybody was so friendly, big smiles, all the teachers were, it was like a family.
Martin Browne has been the most benefit you can imagine for little people. K to 3, we all know everybody, everybody knows what's happening in everybody's life, and we all work together as a united front to make their first 3 years at school an enjoyable experience.
In the new school year, current students will either go to Rendell Park or Bar Colony School. Plans for Martin Browne are still in the works, but officials say a decision is close.
The cost to upkeep the building and fix it is really prohibitive. It's in need of new roof work, if you like. The principal's office leaks routinely, is more than served its time, if you like, for the students in the community.
I mean, we didn't have much. Like, we don't have a gym. The office was sitting over there in a study, Carol. But we made the best of what we had, and we just had a great time.
It's sad to know that it's going to be gone.
Anna Stanislaw, Newccap News.
And a bit of trivia for you. Martin Browne School was named in honor of a janitor who worked in surrounding schools for 35 years. Well, the Boys and Girls Club in Bonnyville needs your help. The after-school program is facing financial pressure, and as Fraser Snowden finds out, if they don't find more business or support soon, they could shut down.
The club, which is non-profit, provides a safe place for kids to go after school and offers a summer camp program. However, because of the lack of interest in either option, they are threatened with closure.
The issue is that we don't have enough participants, we don't have enough donations. So if we don't get enough people for the summer program, we have to close our doors.
That's where they are confused about the lack of interest in the club. The after-school program only costs $25 a year. Parents who bring their kids to the center are concerned what will happen to them if it closes its doors.
It would be a devastation to not have the Boys and Girls Club here. It'd be that many kids to have to find places to go after school, and not to mention the learning that they gain from being here.
The kids are kept busy with sensory activities, games, and even cooking classes. Only a handful of them attend now and would be quite upset if they couldn't come anymore.
I'd feel sad because I really like it here.
And what do you like about it?
That we do lots of activities and fun stuff.
Because most of my friends come here and I could see them even if they don't come to my school. And I wouldn't be able to see Hannah and the other youth workers.
If you would like more information on the Boys and Girls Club and the services they offer, you can visit their Facebook page or call them at 780-826-3037. In Bonnyville, Fraser Snowden, Newccap News.
The weather may be a bit cooler this weekend, but there is lots to do in and around the border city. Heather Clegg has the details in this week's edition of What's Happening.
Keep the kids busy this weekend by taking them out to Bud Miller Park. That's where you're going to find the Border City Optimist Club. They're hosting their annual Kids Day, and some of the things they've got lined up, kids are going to love them. They've got bouncy houses, they've got the miniature horses and wagon rides. A clown's going to be there, face painting, even some skateboard lessons. So make sure you take the kids out to Bud Miller Park tomorrow. Woo! Ride 'em, cowgirl! Just getting in some training for the 60th annual Lee Park Pro Rodeo coming up this weekend. If you want to see some rodeo action, head out Saturday or Sunday, 1 o'clock and 6 p.m. That's when you can catch the rodeo. And don't forget the dance tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Well, cameraman Jim, do you think I made the 8 seconds? Woo! Get ready to head to your computers and send us an email because your kids are going to want you to win a copy of what we've got for you this weekend, the Frozen soundtrack, but this is the karaoke version. And let's face it, your kids are probably singing all the songs anyways, so win this for them. They'll absolutely love it, and it's so easy. You just send us an email with your name and daytime phone number to tvcontest@newcap.ca. And we want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And if you're in the Vermilion area, head to the Heritage Museum tomorrow. They're going to have a number of special events taking place, including bow hunting, wheat weaving, and also blacksmithing. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clegg, and that's what's happening.